Alright, welcome everybody. Now we've got, oh, my mic. It's probably way too loud. Alright, for anyone that's here, just let me know if my mic sounds good. Tonight we've got the first playoff matchup from season 14. It's going to be the 4th and 5th seeds, and filling those will be Boostin Dynamo and Blockwork Orange. So we've got two very good teams here. Definitely going to be really equally matched, coming in at similar places in the standings. And as we'll see, definitely tonight, definitely some really stacked rosters. Obviously on Boostin's side, you've got kind of the perennial, premier offender, or at least one of them in the league, in Intercest, carrying his team as he always does. Carrying Boostin, I should always say. And then on the other side, you've got newer franchise in MLTP, but a lot of players that have played together with Mr. Hat, Beast Mode, and Max, so should definitely be a good one. And we will take a look at some of the storylines coming into tonight. On Boostin's side, you've got the team having won at least one match outright every single week, so the team definitely able to pull something out really no matter what. Although an interesting caveat there, as you see, they did have the second easiest strength of schedule in the league, that second only behind Ghost Boosters, so it should be interesting to see if that kind of plays a role. As you see with the Blockwork Orange side, they're coming in with a lot of playoff experience, or I should say experience against playoff teams, with 5 of their 9 matchups coming against playoff opponents. So it should be interesting to see how Boostin kind of matches up against that familiarity that Blockwork Orange has. And then you see, as their second note there, they have kept the same lineup in all but one half, so that should be kind of an interesting counter to Blockwork Orange's playoff experience. They may not have had as many opponents that are in the playoffs right now, but they definitely do have the chemistry built up and the experience with each other. I mean, a lot of these players have even played with each other in prior seasons as well, so they definitely have their own strengths to match Blockwork Orange. And then speaking of Blockwork Orange, you see there their kind of star offender, Mr. Hat. He's one of 2 players this season to go for 100 tag coins, and prior to this season it had only been Grease Seeds, who had gone twice for 100, so definitely some big spenders this season. So definitely look for Mr. Hat there on the Blockwork Orange side to kind of get the offense rolling. He'll be supported by someone who's a really good support offender in Beast Mode, and those two have definitely worked well together, as you can see in the stats. I mean, I think both flag carriers leading in caps. I don't really know where Beast Mode sits, but I know Mr. Hat, as always, is kind of right near the top. So those are some of the storylines tonight, and now we will look at what we can expect for maps, as the pick ban should be happening relatively soon. Actually, let me just double check that real quick. Yep, but you see kind of the best and worst for each team here, kind of what to expect with the pick bans coming up shortly. You see Boostin Dynamo there, best map being Transilio with a 14 plus cap differential. Another strong map that you could look out for them is Jardum, one of the few teams to have done well on it. They did put up 22 caps. You know, their cap differential wasn't as good, but you know, it's something else to look forward to. And then kind of another common trend is teams struggling on Cedar. Although for Boostin it was particularly a struggle, as they that was their only map in which they did not get a win on, and coming into this match with a -8 cap diff on Cedar. So. And then on the Blockwork Orange side, you've got Rush being their best choice at a 15 cap differential, 2-0 record as well. And then for them, they happen to struggle on Emerald. Although again, not really that bad of a cap differential to have. I mean, obviously you'd like it to be in the positives, but you know, they're one of the teams where they're quote-unquote bad cap differentials really aren't so bad. And then for a more general side here of what we might be able to expect, you've got all the win percentages of the league, or at least that should have said playoff team percentages, as those are the playoff percentage of all the 8 teams in playoffs. But you see these teams succeeding on Transilio and Pilot, you know, kind of to be expected. Those are kind of staples in MLTP at this point. And then you see pretty widely people struggling on Jardum, with only Red Hot Chili Poppers, I believe, coming away with the sweep on Jardum. But we did see there that Boostin Dynamo were able to put up a lot of caps. You know, not all that uncommon, but we could possibly see it sneak in here as a kind of sleeper pick for either of these teams. So. Let's figure out when these pick bans are happening.
Come with me, team. We'll be ready in like 1 minute, Aaron.
We're watching Hartley's All-Pro highlights.
Neb. Ah, now we're ready. It's hat. Oh, there's hat. Someone post me the rules, please?
I can send you the chart if you want.
That would help. I think we're going to be Team B.
Okay.
That's all I remember.
You get to pick.
Now there's 9 maps instead of 7, so it's confusing.
Oh my god. I never fucking... oh god. I never accounted for that. That's not good.
Oh, for the amount of maps? Yeah.
Well, it's still... It's still the same number of picks though, right?
I don't know. I'm gonna go to the rules real quick.
Yeah, because my sheet is just for...
Hey. Cheating. Team A will ban. I'll just post it. There it is.
Better hop down for a sec.
Yeah. Okay.
Ooh.
No.
They're the higher seed, so they
Yeah,
can
we'll
pick.
ban first.
We lied. We're gonna go first, as in Team A. Yeah, my bad.
You're good. Alright, so what... Oh wait, hold on.
Yeah, Team A is better when there's 9 maps as opposed to 7.
Yeah.
Or yeah, 9 maps.
Yeah, it changed a little bit.
Alright, so what does Boostin ban first?
We'll ban Giphy.
Giphy.
Alright.
Alright.
And Blockwork Orange.
We'll ban Cash.
Alright, so now Blockwork Orange picks.
Alright, moving now.
What?
I don't think we
To
discussed this
discuss.
yet. Yeah.
Yeah.
We have no idea what we're on.
That's what we were just doing.
You're a busy
Oh
pick.
my.
Surely we get pilot.
They've taken a timeout.
Surely Cash gets played in MLTP playoffs for once.
Nah, dude, it already got banned. It's over.
It's not a very good map.
I know.
Ishi, wasn't the point of the map for like a lot of caps to happen?
Yeah, and
It
it's supposed to be.
doesn't-
It's not.
Because snipes are a thing.
Blockwork
so-
picks Hardin.
Alright.
Or Jardum.
Gotta say it right at least.
It's
I-
Hardin.
I not
He-
know what you
he's
meant by that,
Mexican.
and I was like, what the fuck?
He's
Alright,
Mexican, that's just the way he
Does
talks.
Boostin have a pick?
Wait, what you guys pick?
Mexican.
They picked Jardum.
Jardum.
Ew.
I've always called it Hardim.
Alright, so we will
Dang.
pick Transilio.
You want to lose?
Weak.
Alright, does Boostin have a ban?
That's toxic, holy shit.
Oh, then we ban again.
Yeah.
We'll ban Seer.
Okay.
What are the maps left?
Okay.
Let's just ban Scorpio.
Maps that are left
Rush,
are
Scorpio, Emerald, Pilot.
Emerald,
John, is that your map?
Scorpio.
and
Yeah,
Rush.
Scorpio.
You ban Scorpio?
You're banning Scorpio?
Yes.
Alright, we will choose. We pick, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll choose Rush.
What? How are you not gonna pick Emerald for game 3?
You're blaming us in the Super Bowl for not picking third map Emerald.
I died 33 times in one half last week on Emerald, so that's why
Rush,
we're not picking
final
Emerald.
answer?
That's actually a solid point.
You guys should have picked
We're
Emerald
gonna
first.
beat
We're
that
summoning.
this week.
We're summoning
Has to
J-Bay.
be.
I think it's worth noting that me and Inner have never beaten Beast Mode in the playoffs. Just saying.
You lost
Has
on
anyone
Jardum.
beaten Beast Mode in
It's been
playoffs?
noted to us by Beast Mode several times.
Alright, so map order is Jardum, Trans, Rush.
Yep.
You got a link or I got a
Alright.
link?
I'm just gonna need a couple
I
seconds
don't-
to
do we
set
have
up,
links still?
so
Yeah, well,
just
Yeah.
don't watch.
Good luck, dudes.
Yeah, good luck, boys.
Yeah,
Yeah,
good luck,
well,
guys.
guys. Just to be clear, everyone's cool with listen-ins, right?
Aaron, are you doing with
I think Aaron is doing the sins, which will be fun.
Huh.
Yeah.
That's it, okay. Okay. Good luck.
Aaron, if I
Yep,
ever said
good
you
luck.
have to listen in. What? I said if I sub in at all, you have to listen in. But like 30 seconds after I sub in.
Neb, give me leader. Yep.
Okay.
Sorry about this, guys. Just getting everything set up. Alright, so we're ready to go here with the first map, which will be Jardum. So again, pretty surprising map here with what we saw early on, with not a whole lot of success around the league from this map, but definitely should be an interesting one to start off with. Definitely going to be a lot of caps coming from both teams, and it'll be very critical for both teams to be able to play anti-effectively and get quick resets, or else you'll probably see a lot of cap trains. So definitely something to look out for as we see Beast Mode and Mr. Hat trying to work together here. Beast Mode's going to somehow have a grab out, but Stan ends up catching up to him now. Viles with the first chance for Boostin, but he'll be tagged by Calamitous or Frange. Now Mr. Hat with a chance here, trying to bounce off that wall, but he will be picked up by Stan. It looks like Boostin will be able to get the reset here, as Stan's able to get the bounce grab off. Just before power-ups coming up here, it looks like he will try to loop around for some power-up help, but he will be tagged now. Mr. Hat gonna be out with the flag, takes a weird bomb, and somehow everybody dies. And that's going to be an easy cap now, maybe for JJ Poole. He will be able to get around the rush from Frange. Now Vile's looking to make it too, but he will walk right into the OD of Blockwork Orange. So all things considered, a relatively harmless push there by Boostin Dynamo. At least if you're on the side of Blockwork Orange. But now JJ Poole with another chance, a untimely grab there by Beast Mode. It's going to allow him to walk it in for the second cap for Boostin Dynamo. Now Mr. Hat with a chance of his own. Gonna try to wrap it around the corner there, but Boostin able to read it well. Blockwork Orange though getting this regrab chain set up. Files will look to play anti. Fran's gonna be past a couple here with a chance. Gonna try and get around the block from Mex, but Mex is all alone. And now Mr. Hat's gonna walk a little bit too far back. Beast Mode's gonna have to stay alive, and he will have plenty of time to do so. Gonna get bombed though into Vials. Stan gets the wraparound. Blockwork Orange try to get the bomb, but it doesn't knock him off course enough. And Boostin taking a 3-0 lead here. Alright, Beast Mode now with the flag. Looking to get some blocks. He will be able to get around into the corner by the blocks by Franj and Mex. And Blockwork Orange is able to get on the board. Beast Mode with another nice grab now. Stan should have this boost to work with, and he will end up noob spiking Beast Mode. Hat's going to wait around for that rolling bomb. Looks like things will quiet down here again. Intercept with a chance to get out now with the nice block from Vials. JJ Pool is going to have that bomb in base to try and knock off the Blockwork Orange OD, but they are still in position to do so. He might have the boost around. Beast Mode just able to walk off the block from JJ Pool. Now Mex trying to keep this reset. They will get a return. It's going to be 2v2 blocks, and that's going to be an easy cap for Beast Mode and Blockwork Orange. They bring within one. With just a little over halfway to go now in this first half. Now JJ Pool with the chance of his own. Gonna get bombed by Mr. Hat, who's now going to be able to get past 3. Mex just has to block the boost. Vials doesn't end up taking it right anyways. And now the game is all tied up. Blockwork Orange taking advantage of the opportunities that have been given to them in these past couple minutes. Franj might look to take a lap here as Blockwork Orange, Boostin Dynamo pushing up on the OD. Boostin Dynamo did not have anti though, so Beast Mode might have a chance to keep this regrab chain alive. Has to wait on this boost now. Stan playing anti for Boostin Dynamo. A return by Blockwork Orange is going to make an easy cap for Beast Mode. Now Intercess though going to be able to get out past a few. Seems like a lot of the scoring opportunities for Blockwork Orange have been converted on. And with that success, let's try and get a listen in here on Blockwork Orange as power-ups come up.
Yeah. I don't have the timer though. I'm gonna boost. I'm just gonna take the corner. Oh,
That's fine.
It's
fine.
Yeah.
I got the bomb. I'm taking it. That bomb is at 0.
Got it. Stay for a sec. Nice.
They're gonna take their boost at 1.
Nice.
I'm kind of out left.
2 here.
Cut back.
They're playing anti.
Back wall's good.
My bad.
Oh,
I got solid.
Pops in 10.
their bomb is at
It's gonna
0.
boost in. You
Let's
got
take their bomb and then
Yeah,
after
Stan,
that
go
go for
left,
pops.
Ours is 53.
It's
Go
unlucky.
for pop.
Stay. Don't bomb. Don't bomb.
They got tag pro from right on dead.
Oh,
I got
yeah.
a tag, bro. He's got a grab.
Tag's coming out from
bro,
right.
Got that kill. Tag's gonna be spawning. Tag spawning.
I'm coming red. I'm dead.
They're on anti tag.
Ooh.
Close.
I'm coming out real quick.
Yep,
They
I'm
have
on B.
tag.
Alright, so you saw there, definitely, the thing that stands out to me most is their definitely even tone by the Boostin Dynamo players. Despite having given up 4 caps, they were up 3-0. but still keeping it even, not panicking yet. As they will seed another one now, and Boostin, or a Blockwork Orange takes the 2-cap lead. Now Mr. Hat going to be out past a couple here. Small chance, but JJ Poole is on the regrab for Boostin Dynamo. Flag carriers will be holding around now as power-ups coming up. And JJ Poole elects to kiss. That might be a very good idea, as he'll have the tag pro to spawn, but Vile's not able to get around the aggressive OD by Mr. Hat. Beast Mode now boosting in, and that should be a cap for Boostin Dynamo, as Beast Mode gets a little caught out of position, and that should be another quick, easy one, as Blockwork Orange not able to play the effective anti, and Tag Pro earning 2 caps for Boostin Dynamo. They're able to tie it up. And Beast Mode now going to be able to take the lead. I didn't see how he got out, but Mr. Hat looking to make it 2 here. Should be able to with some Flacids by Boostin Dynamo. And they will be able to take another quick 2-cap lead. So we've got power-ups coming up here now. Again, Vile's unfortunately spiking, but Intercess should be able to win out this rolling bond. It will be immediately defused though, so Blockwork Orange able to take advantage at least of the pup situation, but they aren't able to make much with it here. Just a little over a minute to go here now, as Mr. Hat gets a good bump grab, but ends up taking it into the corner and right into the spike. Beast Mode not able to do anything with the handoff. Unfortunately, we don't have the scoreboard either, so not able to quite take a look at the numbers here, but feels at least a little even in terms of hold. I feel like both teams have had their fair share of opportunities here. Neither team really playing anti here yet. And both flag carriers just going to be holding around. Franj able to win out a Juke Juice from the right side. Intercepts. No, Beast Mode will pick up this tag pro, and this could be good for Blockwork Orange as the seconds wane down here. JJ Poole looking for this cap. Franj is going to be able to stay alive with the Juke Juice though, and now he has the opportunity to be past a couple. He's going to get in behind this tag pro lead of Beast Mode. Intercepts not quite able to take the boost, but he's able to take it off the wall. A little bit of a dysfunction there by Blockwork Orange. And now Intercess almost able to get under the fight there by Mr. Hat, but we'll see a Blockwork Orange cap now as Beast Mode was somehow able to get out there. Mr. Hat looking to make it 2 here. Going to be picked up by JJ Poole, just barely though. And Beast Mode shouldn't have enough time to get this cap. So an 8-5 win here by Blockwork Orange after a strong start from Boostin Dynamo. So again, not a chance to look at the stats there, but you know, Boostin Dynamo coming off to that strong start. Blockwork Orange, you saw they never really gave up the cap trains in the beginning, despite, you know, getting down early 3-0, but it did feel like a lot of their caps did come from, you know, kind of quick successive pushes, so we'll see what kind of offense we see in this second half from both teams. Alright, so Beast Mode now with a quick grab, almost able to get around Stan, but he will be cleaned up. Now Mr. Hat with a chance, with some space to work with, but still 3 to beat. Let's see what he can do with this boost. So many options with the offenders boosting into base on this map. As you know, you have the classic like just boosting around the corner if the blocks are there, and you can definitely play with the angles around that, or you know, you can kind of finagle your way around there. So Stan will be returned now. Mr. Hat not quite able to lock down the anti. Now Viles with a chance, but ends up bouncing off the corner. Unfortunate for them. Definitely another key component of Jardum is kind of getting that first cap, and you know, establishing, you know, your offense momentum early on. That can be so critical for team's direction as the half progresses. Stan not able to juke out Mex here, so now both flag carriers will have a chance to be past a few here. Let's see who gets returned first. Blockwork Orange with the numbers in base, and they're able to get the return. Beast Mode gonna be able to get around the boost from Stan. Now intercepts the last one alive, not able to get the grab off and hold for long enough. So Blockwork Orange will get that critical first cap. And they now lead it by 4. Viles able to take a nice move off the corner, but Mex will be there to return him. And now Boostin and Dynamo have the opportunity. They just need to get this block on Mr. Hat. They don't quite execute it very well, though. And now JJ Poole is going to have to take a lap around. He had the space, he had the distance ahead of the flag carriers, but perhaps a lack of communication, but Boostin and Dynamo not able to capitalize. Now Stan will be past a few here. Calamitous able to step up on the OD. Beastman with a nice move around the Boostin defense, but Stan able to pick up the boost and get the return. Mr. Hat with a chance of his own, though. He did have a little bit of blocks, but still 3 Boostin Dynamo will be too much to beat. Trying to work something around with the bomb to the boost, but not quite able to do so. And JJ Poole will have a grab off here. Boostin trying to overcome a 4 cap deficit here. Viles with the flag does have some separation from Frange, but Mex is able to read the return, and Beast Mode boosts in for the cap. Sneaky there, as looks like Boostin Dynamo were trying to get ready for power-ups. But Blockwork Orange went out the important one as well with the Tag Pro. Intercepts with a capping chance here, but Mex gonna look to do some damage with this Tag Pro. Situation not good for Blockwork Orange, so an Intercest able to bring the first cap of the half for Boostin. As the Tag Pro ran out there for Blockwork Orange, and good situation turned bad very quickly there. So Stan out with a chance to be past a few here, and we might have the angle on the boost, but no, Mex is able to cut it off. And now he will just look to hold around here. A kiss favors Blockwork Orange here, as they were able to get the reset. Mr. Hat working his way around Intercess, trying to get past the last 2. He will veer off for power-ups. And looking to make use of the Tag Pro perhaps when he spawns again. Instead he will be passed around. Viles just barely gets past. And now Beast Mode is going to get returned, and Boostin Dynamo are able to tie it up this half. And they narrow it back down to a 3 cap deficit. Mex looking to add another one of his own, though. Somehow still alive past the block, but he will be returned, as will Intercest, and both teams will be reset. Beast Mode looking to get the handoff to Mr. Hat. He will be able to do so almost successfully. Mr. Hat gonna have to slow down here. Oh, somehow gets around the corner, but Viles was able to pick up the return. Viles almost getting returned himself there. Instead holds around, and he will be past 3 now. Mex right on his tail. And he's going to end up boosting it to a corner. Franj now with a open look for a second. Instead is going to be returned and intercept now. As both teams really creating a lot of chances here. Mr. Hat will be able to take advantage of one with the rolling bomb. Still going to have to stay alive here for a little bit. Beast Mode is going to get returned with a rolling bomb. Stan looking for the return by his teammates. Almost takes around the corner. Mr. Hat was not in danger of being returned. He will be just before the cap though. Franj looking to get around some blocks, but he'll be returned in time for JJ Pool to get the kiss and base. Stan now going to be the last one ahead for Boostin Dynamo on this opportunity from Beast Mode, and he's able to take it off the wall effectively for the 4th cap of the half, and Blockwork Orange able to extend it back down to a 5 cap lead now. Boostin Dynamo has struggled a little bit more this half to get reset. You know, not a lot of really quick successive caps from Blockwork Orange, but they still have come pretty frequently. And Boostin Dynamo haven't really had a very lengthy reset in a while. Beast Mode looking for the handoff from Mr. Hat. A bit of a discombobulation there on the contain, but the bomb by Intercess does get the return for Boostin Dynamo. As time starts to tick down now. Obviously 5 caps can happen quickly on this map, but first you gotta kind of get yourself situated. And power-ups would have helped that, but both go to Blockwork Orange. Very good situation here with Beast Mode with a return for cap, and they're just going to be able to get it off the anti by Mex. Looking to add another one is Franj now, and Intercess won't be able to get around the block. And Blockwork Orange begin to pour it on here in Jardum. Again, this was Blockwork Orange's pick, so not necessarily as surprising of a result. Although again, I did mention that you know, Boostin Dynamo, this was their most quote-unquote cap-heavy map, the one in which they did put up the most caps. So, bit of an interesting turnaround that way. As JJ Pool misses the cap, he was past 4, and he'll instead be returned, giving Mr. Hat the chance, but he'll be returned. Definitely not what Boostin Dynamo needs right now. As again, Blockwork Orange almost swept, but Tag Pro will instead go to each team. A lot of members dead now for Boostin Dynamo though, and Beast Mode's doing work with this Tag Pro. They're going to need to stay alive here as Viles picks up the flag. Nice plays there from from Blockwork Orange to force him into the grab, but all that will come of it is a kiss. Franj now with the flag, looking for an opportunity. I don't see who that was, but Franj is going to add in the boat as well. Yeah, Stan, an untimely return there. And Blockwork Orange began to run away with this half about the 5-minute mark. But really this half it's been all them. Narcissus gonna look to get some space with this rolling bomb. He might have had it. I don't know why JJ Bull had veered off the flag. I wasn't really looking how he was getting chased though. And Mr. Hat's going to be able to get around Intercest and add in the boat as well, as they know this one is in the bag. Stan looking to kind of gain these consolation caps going into Transilio. But one thing that Boostin Dynamo can definitely kind of, you know, take solace in is it's definitely a very different map. And you know, winning is nice, but the same style that got Blockwork Orange to this win is definitely not going to guarantee them success on Transilio. So. Again, we will look for some listen-ins here with the Blockwork Orange. Looks like we might be having some lag issues as well with Intercest trying to get back into the group here. This music is well, I made the playlist, yeah, but I mean it's not my music. I can put that somewhere though. So yeah, definitely moving on to Transilio. It's going to be a much different much different pace, much different strategy. You know, we'll see definitely some kind of advanced portal play from the defenses, because we have players like Intercest and Mr. Hat, you know, who are so good with kind of making those plays happen. Looks like we're about ready to go here. Alright, so it is the same lineups as well. We will have Boostin Dynamo on blue with Blockwork Orange on red. And we'll see what Boostin can do to kind of right the ship here as Viles instantly gets gated. Not off to a great start as Viles, as he is then immediately spiked. But he does get the return on Beast Mode now. Mr. Hat looking to get something going with the handoff. Franj with a nice return. He's going to be gated himself though. And both teams so far with no real chances to get out. And we should be able to see that with power-ups coming up here is kind of a clown fiesta here. But we do see that good portal play already from Mr. Hat. It didn't get him, you know, out or anything, but still is good to see them kind of, you know, working that portal, trying to either fake around, or, you know, even just directly take it. But I think the portals are definitely something really unique to Transilio in that it gives offenders so much room to work with to kind of psych out the defense. It's not your normal kind of mechanic for defenses to try and contain. So see Viles kind of get the furthest out into the map of any offender so far. And power-ups again, hopefully we'll kind of get things rolling here. Looks like Blockwork Orange will win out 2 of the 3, and 2 very important power-ups as well with the double tag pros. Stan should absolutely take that on offense, but instead elects to kind of stay in base. It ends up working out for them well. I see the, you know, kind of why he wanted to keep that rolling bomb on defense with, you know, kind of trying to negate the tag pro, but it still only gets you 1 kind of freebie on the tag pro, and then after that you kind of got to work for yourself, and that's just what Boostin did right there. So far, Mex and Franj definitely locking it down very well together. Not only on this map, but really on that second half of Transilio as well. As we got another round of power-ups here, Intercess should be able to freely win out the middle power-up, and now 2 of the 3 going to Boostin this time around. We'll see Intercess make the switch to offense for this time around, and instantly gets a highlight play, an insane boost from Intercess there. Just able to get around the OD in midfield and kind of give his team that spark that they've been looking for. Now JJ Poole with a chance of his own. Mr. Hat's going to rush the gate, but it's not going to be in time, and JJ Poole is able to work it in for the second cap. We did see this on the first half of Jardim as well, Boostin getting it out to an early lead, so we'll see how they look to maintain it this time around. Viles able to get around the tag of Franj. Gonna have to backtrack though, as Beast Mode has some space of his own. Gonna be returned a little bit too early, maybe looking for the power up. But now JJ Poole is going to allow Blockwork Orange to get in this one with a cap of their own. Stan going to be able to get it past a couple now. It's going to be up to Viles to make a play on this tag pro, but Franj plays it well. And now Intercess going to play it safe here, but Mr. Hat getting aggressive with the return. And he will get it now, 2v2 for Boostin Dynamo, or at least it would have been. JJ Poole with something of a risky grab though. See if Intercess and Stan have time to catch up. They will be able to do so. And Boostin Dynamo avoids the scare there. Intercess again trying to get something going for his team. Not quite going to be able to take the corner boost in. Always a really tricky one to get the angle with that boost, but maybe something we've kind of come to expect from Intercess. He is so good with you know, kind of controlling where he takes boosts and stuff. So it looks like both teams will be reset here, although some action definitely incoming with the power-ups. Beast Mode gonna be able to kind of hold off this capping opportunity, or at least scoring chance that JJ Poole has created. He won't be able to get past midfield though. Now Viles trying to take a similar boost as Ender did before, but not quite able to do so. Alright, So things quieting down here again as Mr. Hat not quite able to sneak it by Intercess and Stan. Viles not quite able to get the handoff to JJ Poole. And we'll see what Beast Mode can do. Not much. JJ Poole is going to look to have this grab when power-ups are coming up, and takes it a little bit too fast, unfortunately. Although not much he could do with the momentum of the bomb. Intercest's unusual swipe there is going to allow Franch to get past a few. Still will be ahead with the boost though, and is able to clean it up. Mech's still going to cause trouble with this Tag Pro though. It will get Beast Mode past a few, and that will be an easy cap as they tie it up here in this half. Vial should be reset though with this anti. I didn't really see how Boostin lost that extra member staying ahead, but it allowed Beast Mode to just get right around that 3v1 block. JJ Poole again going for the aggressive grab while power-ups are coming up. Though not quite getting him a cap yet, it has kind of put the pressure down on Blockwork Orange. Mr. Hat always very insistent on going for power-ups. And it has worked out for them here as may look to net them another cap. No, Intercest able to hold just long enough. And Mex is going to unfortunately boost right into the spike, which might allow Intercess to get this reset, and he will be able to do so. JJ Poole gonna have to backtrack though. He didn't quite have the angle on Mex. Beast Mode gonna elect not to play anti here as Mr. Hat was past a few. Going to be able to work that contain though in mid, which should work out for them here. Intercess going to have to make the play. I don't like that backup there. As you're like the last one there. You know, if he was kind of the last one ahead, I would have just made a play because that's really your only chance. And if you give up the pressure there, then you're just kind of allowing the block to set up. Alright, so Blockwork Orange getting into their groove now. Taking another 2-cap lead, which is, again, very similar to what we saw on Jardum. Although, probably not going to see the same cap trains as we saw. Intercess with some space now. Looking to take this boost a little more effectively. Going to have to kind of take a second here as Blockwork Orange able to get a momentary grab, but Intercess able to stay patient and get the cap. Stan now looking to tie it up for Boostin Dynamo here. Going to take the boost right into the OD. But we'll see JJ Poole able to get out now. Vile's going to pick up a Tag Pro as well, so Blockwork Orange insistence on getting power-ups is going to work against them now. JJ Poole again going for the grab during power-ups. And it works out well for them there. Boostin Dynamo, or sorry, Blockwork Orange, not able to kind of compensate for you know, not really playing the flag. And so now Viles with another chance, only 2 to beat. JJ Poole is going to try for a bomb grab there, but doesn't quite get Beast Mode MX out of position enough. And just like that, the half is over. Alright, so we're ready to go here with the second half. We'll definitely try and get another listen in. Yeah, you saw there at the end really high prevent numbers for both teams. And I think that kind of works more in the favor of Boostin Dynamo there. It's kind of just what they needed to hold off the really aggressive push by Blockwork Orange. So we'll see what Boostin can do here. I think I'm going to do a quick listen in on them to start off and see how they kind of get this half started.
Ours is 25.
Stan, I'm gonna step back. Baz, we want you to stay here for help.
Yeah.
Their bomb is 56.
I'm still here. I'm
They
still
took it. The top bomb.
Bye, Stan.
left.
Where?
I'm dead.
Bot,
He's going
coming
gate.
bot. I'm ahead though. He's coming in top, coming in now.
Their bomb's 56.
He's at the bomb, he's at the boost.
I'm watching the.
I'm going for our putt. Actually, I'm going for mid putt.
He's going for mid, I'm gonna rush him.
They got
Oh,
theirs
They've
too.
got
Their
rolling
bomb's
re.
56 bombs.
They've got rolling re.
They have G
Yeah.
on D.
Their bot or top of
Bombs
the
up.
wrong.
Their bombs up soon.
Nice.
Defuse
No,
dead. Oh.
nice.
Go for the bomb. I don't know.
I got.
Alright, so you saw there again, pretty calm communications coming out of Boostin Dynamo. Again, not really in panic mode yet, despite what Blockwork Orange was able to pull off in that first half when Boostin had a lead. So definitely good to see on their end that they're kind of keeping it even keeled and just getting done what they need to. Vials now with the flag going to be returned though, as looks like both teams should be reset here again right before power-ups. And Blockwork Orange will be able to win out 2 of them. And Stan should be able to negate this tag pro, but instead he will end up he'll take the scenic route to doing that. Now this could be good for Boostin, although tag pro by Frange is going to make it difficult to do anything on offense. And Beast Mode going to get the advanced strats by running right into the back spike. Gonna get a good bump grab here though, getting aggressive with the boost in, but Vials should have the gate. Now Mr. Hat trying to get around Stan, not quite gonna be able to do so. A lot of collective experience from both teams. You have kind of perennial players in JJ Poole and Stan and Mr. Hat and Intercest, and it's definitely kind of shown through here tonight. As both teams kind of put on a good show here. And now triple tag pro looking to really do damage for Blockwork Orange here, and Mr. Hat not even going to take the boat. Gotta say I'm a little disappointed in that, because he probably had the chance to circle around twice. But maybe they're taking this one a little more seriously here, as they are only up by 1 on Boostin Dynamo. Alright, so you've got Beast Mode here looking to get something going. He's going to have to stay alive though, and ends up getting the gate. Definitely good communication there by Blockwork Orange, so let's see how that is going on their end with tag pros up.
Oh, they have juke. I'm not playing anti on it. Coming
Okay, you
under.
gotta do something with the tag row. It's 4 times in a
I'm
row.
out. Pass 3. Pass 4. Return for cap. Return for cap all day.
No, they
Forever.
have to.
Okay.
Alright,
Over
can I
top.
get off?
No.
Oh.
It's not gonna-
They have anti.
That is.
3, 2, 1 cap.
Wait, what?
Oh.
What
No,
the
JJ's
fuck?
JJ's just
No, I
retarded.
didn't.
JJ's just doing stuff.
At a boy, Franco.
Let's keep the lead.
I
Don't get
actually
complacent
didn't
yet.
do anything. I just watched him.
Yeah.
Fuck up.
Listen, they can't make huge plays.
Alright, so you saw there kind of an interesting compliment to the Boostin Dynamo communications. Is, you know, definitely a little bit more aggressive, not only in playstyle but in communications as well. And you know that's what works for Boostin Dynamo. They're certainly a little more honest with each other, and you know, trying to eliminate mistakes that way. It worked for them there, as they were able to kind of work out that cap on an upstep for Frange. So they do make it a 2-cap lead here. Boostin Dynamo trying to save their season with a little under halfway to go, and just need together string together 2 caps. But Blockwork Orange making it a tall order at this point. So we've got another round of power-ups coming up here. It looks like Blockwork Orange will be able to get the mid as Mr. Hat somehow sneaks out the Juke Juice from mid. And he's going to be able to sneak out a grab here. Intercess, though, gets the boost and looks to take this Juke Juice offense. Again, kind of proving necessary at this point to kind of get something going for Boostin. Vials with a nice play on the portal. Now would have been a good time to get the handoff, and Intercess isn't quite able to make it happen. They had the space that they needed with the portal, but it doesn't end up working out, and Blockwork Orange is able to earn the reset. Now Mr. Hat again toying with these portals, gonna give himself some space, but Beast Mode comes in for the team kill, and Vile's gonna walk it in for Boostin Dynamo. They're able to narrow it down to 1. Intercess gets the read. 2 power-ups going to Boostin Dynamo here. Frange looking to do some damage with this tag pro, and JJ Poole is going to have to kind of backtrack here as Blockwork Orange getting a lot of momentum. And now Boostin Dynamo going to have to make a big play here, and they will be able to do so as Frange's tag pro runs out just in time. Stan, though, not a necessarily wise grab. Vile's able to stay ahead. And Mr. Hat, with a lot of room to work with, is going to be able to get the boost in through gate. Takes the boost around, and that's going to be a nice cap from Mr. Hat. Doing just what he needed to and taking the exact right route. But Boostin Dynamo with a good chance to counter here as Intercess going to pick up the block. And it is again that 1-cap lead now for Blockwork Orange. Let us take another listen in to Boostin Dynamo here as they're trying to again make the comeback.
One to beat.
Do it up.
Be patient.
3.
Oh
2,
my
1.
god. Nice. God, my butthole is
They played
seriously
it.
so tight.
We're tied up. We're tied up. You got 1 minute. That's bad grab.
Alright, I'm going out. I'm gonna bomb straight down.
Yeah, do it, dude.
I'm stepping back.
Do we have a time?
He's out.
He's
Block.
gate.
Gate. Over gate. Careful on rushing out. Careful on rushing out. We can just stay close to flag and delay him.
Don't grab.
I'm chasing.
5.
I'm watching
There's-
gate.
there's
Watch
Top.
53.
They're going for
Ours
pubs.
is
They're going
late.
for pubs here.
Ours is late.
I'm
Go
going
for
for
it.
gate.
Push back for
Actually, fuck it,
ours.
I'm bombing out.
Be careful,
Oh
Russian.
my
Look
God.
at the solo.
Yeah, they
Nice
got a
job.
rolling coming
Stand
in.
around the
I've got-
tag on O. Stand around the tag on O.
Alright.
They've got a
I have
roll.
Alright, so again, Boostin Dynamo getting the cap, tying it up here with just under a minute to go here. They're going to look to add on another one as they have a Tag Pro lead now. 2 Tag Pros for Boostin Dynamo looking to save their season. 3 Blockwork Orange members will die. And Beast Mode, the last one alive, but he won't be able to stay alive long enough. And Boostin Dynamo take the lead here with less than 30 seconds to go. As power-ups coming up huge for the 4 seed here. Now Mr. Hat with a last second chance. Boostin Dynamo going to do everything they can to stay conservative, and they will do so. And Boostin Dynamo come away with the map 2 win.
3, 2, 1.
And Intercess capping it off with a nice skate. Blockwork Orange getting a double check in that Boostin Dynamo didn't want to pick pick Emerald as the last map. So last season the kind of classic Emerald map 3. Alright, so taking a look at kind of the recap of the last match there, you see the Boostin Dynamo defense getting a lot of pops on Blockwork Orange in their own base, which definitely is always going to allow their offense to kind of get better chance at the capping opportunity. So definitely good job there by the Boostin Dynamo defense. And taking a look at again some of the match stats, you see power-ups big time in favor of Blockwork Orange. Actually, there were a few times where I think they had 2 or 3 tag pros at once, so it's surprising there though that such a big disparity. But Boostin Dynamo just barely edging out in power-ups overall, and obviously with the half. See, big number there by the Blockwork Orange defense. 10 minutes of prevent. Bit interesting there is it seems like they would have been able to keep the flag in base, but yeah, Boostin able to come away with more caps on almost half as much hold. Looks like we're ready to go here. Jeez. I don't know why my ping is so high right now. I'm gonna have to take a look at that real quick. I might have to refresh real quick. Once everybody gets reset. Sorry about that, guys. I don't know why that was so laggy. But no one capped, so should be good to go here. As Vile's gonna have a first chance for Boostin Dynamo. And Beast Mode almost not in the right position. He ended up moving down at the last second there a lot more than I would have thought. But just barely able to get the return. His power-ups come up here. Looks like 2 rolling bombs. 1 going to each team, but they will both quickly be defused. I was gonna get a little blocked by JJ Poole there. Again, not conducive to that good start we were talking about before. But oh, JJ Poole almost had the cap, but Beast Mode just barely able to get the bomb or the boost spawn on him. Beast Mode trying to juke 3, not quite going to happen, and both teams will be reset here on this decisive 3rd map. JJ Poole doing a nice job to kind of shake one defender. Franj will peel back and play anti. As JJ Poole might have had the pass too, he will still have it though, but Mex instead, he takes Mex around to the team tiles and is quickly able to catch up. Viles now might have to stay alive here. Mr. Hat could be past a few. And Beast Mode plays the anti, so Viles will indeed have to stay alive. And now he will himself be past a few. Bullfighter is just holding around now. And both teams had something of anti, but JJ Poole will be the first to be returned. Franj is able to get around the block from Mex. And they will tack on the first cap of Rush. The old partners, JJ Poole and Stan, temporarily playing defense again together. As we'll see power-ups spawning here shortly. And both going to Boostin Dynamo and intercepts with a good chance. Stan's just going to have to block Mr. Hat. Almost gets boosted into the spike, but instead gets boosted into beast mode. JJ Poole is going to have to work quickly if he wants these power-ups to work in his favor. Makes a nice boost around, makes a nice move around the Blockwork Orange defense, but Mex is there to make the tag, and Franj with a nice boost to earn the reset for Blockwork Orange. And the score remains 1-0. Beast mode taking that nice boost through the spike. Still lands a bit awkwardly though on that middle block. Next, gonna look to try and plant here. No, he will peel off. Beast mode somehow still alive. Viles will remain the same as well though. Both power-ups going to Blockwork Orange, though the one tag pro will remain for Mex. And Boostin definitely should look to start playing anti here. Blockwork Orange has done it a couple times. And Boostin Dynamo has not been reset for a while now. They won't get it quite yet as Mr. Hat able to get past the defense spawning, but Stan somehow gets the boost. Viles has another boost of his own. Mex is able to take it off the corner now, and now Mex is going to be past 3. Intercess doing the smart thing, peeling back, trying to stay alive, and will make a nice boost, and now he's going to be past 3. JJ Poole finally got the anti for Boostin Dynamo. They're just going to have to communicate on the block, and they won't be able to quite do it in time. Beast Mode is able to cancel the opportunity for Boostin Dynamo. Franz looking to get some space here. Viles with a nice corner, but he won't be able to quite get past beast mode. The rolling bomb for each team will most likely be quickly defused. Beast mode, though, able to use his to get around Stan. Has some space to work with. He's just using his time effectively. Almost able to get around the OD there by Boostin Dynamo, but Intercess was able to make the turn and get the tag. Hat now not able to get past himself. And Beast Mode looking to do something with this handoff. JJ Poole might spawn in time though, and he will. Instead he decides to leave the contain though, and Mr. Hat, that gives him the time to work with, but he will use it to boost into a spike. We'll see how teams play power-ups this time around. As we see a small lead for Blockwork Orange in that category. They will win out a Tag Pro. JJ Poole will do the same though for Boostin Dynamo. And we should see both teams get out here. JJ Poole is going to end up grabbing with his own. Mr. Howe is way off the flag, getting the Tag Pro lead, and JJ Poole will be able to tie it up for Boostin Dynamo. Beast Mode doing the smart thing, playing anti, not allowing any more damage to happen from that JJ Poole Tag Pro. Alright, so Mr. Hat going to be returned here. Not much doing for the Boostin Dynamo offense though. As we are tied up here again with close to 3 minutes left. And we'll see what power-ups can do to break the stalemate here. I'm going to do a quick listen in to Blockwork Orange here and see how they decide to play it.
Three coming in straight
Play
in.
anti, play anti, play anti.
Oh.
He's one.
Okay.
Pro on D.
Don't die on the tag. Alright guys, we're on stream. Don't be toxic. Hey viewers.
Wow. I got over. Good.
Him.
Alright, so pretty quiet pup round there. Ends up being a pretty quiet Blockwork Orange comms channel, although that cap by Boostin Dynamo certainly probably wasn't helping. And they're looking to add on another one here as Viles is able to get past a few, but Mr. Hat reads the move perfectly. JJ Poole looking to get past Frangi, does so. And now the defense for Blockwork Orange is going to have to catch up here as Stan looking to pressure for this reset. But Mr. Hat's going to look to have some time with the boost, and a kiss should favor Blockwork Orange here actually, as Beast Mode will be past a couple. Stan's going to have to make the play, and he does. Still some time to do damage though, has mechs with the Tag Pro, but that will run out quickly. Intercess gets the return, and it will be 3-1 for Boostin Dynamo. A big turnaround here is that I think is their first half lead in either of these maps. Now Mr. Hat in danger of getting a return. Viles still has 3 to beat though. Might have had the lane above Beast Mode on that contain, but Blockwork Orange is able to earn the reset. Right, so we got Viles getting returned with the flag now. Both power-ups going to Blockwork Orange. And Fran's going to look to get aggressive with this Juke Juice, but Mr. Hat ends up boosting into him. Still will be able to work his way around, but Mex was alone on defense. Couple grabs though from Boostin Dynamo. One will be able to get out though in JJ Poole. Again, Viles might have looked to play anti there, as it was only 1 on defense again for Blockwork Orange. They might have had an easy reset there. Nonetheless, Intercess will be able to get out past a few, and that should be another cap for Boostin Dynamo. We'll look to definitely listen into their comms here next half, as they are able to distance themselves a pretty good deal, 4-1 in this decisive third map. So we will go the distance here, going into a game 2 half 2, or sorry, game 3 half 2. And if you can't tell, I am very excited. Again, just to remind everyone, so this is a bit of a surprising turn here, as we had map 1 in Jardum, which again I had mentioned was a pretty good map for Boostin Dynamo in terms of cap total anyways. I think they did have a positive cap differential, but it wasn't their best. And Rush, a map that Boostin Dynamo had picked, despite Blockwork Orange's success on it, they come out a strong 3 cap lead in the first half. So definitely really interesting turnout here with the maps selected tonight. Alright, so we are ready to go here with this final half. It's game 3 on Rush, and it will be an exciting one. So we're gonna have Boostin on Dynamo, Boostin Dynamo on blue, with Blockwork Orange on red. Quick 2 grabs from Blockwork Orange won't net much. And something that really stood out that last half was Viles and JJ Poole working very well together on the Blockwork Orange defense. And they were definitely getting out a lot more effectively than they were on Transilio. Beast Mode, though, gonna have a chance. Stan is able to flood the base, as is the Boostin Dynamo defense. And they're able to prevent the cap. Mr. Hat still, though, with another chance. JJ Poole is gonna have to stay alive. Just barely gets around Beast Mode, and Mr. Hat's gonna be returned. Quick counter cap from Boostin Dynamo, and they're able to stretch their lead now to 4. Looking to make it more now as Stan with 2v2 blocks, but Blockwork Orange is able to put more members in base and get the return. Power up now to each team, though the tag pro for Mr. Hat will be the only one that remains as Mex tacks on the tying cap this half, and the lead is now back down to 3 for Boostin Dynamo. Mr. Hat seeing what he could do with that boost, and he was able to find, honestly, what is a really hard spike to hit from that boost. There's not a whole lot of room you can have above that little circle there. Alright, so JJ Poole now with the flag. Not quite going to be able to get past Max. Mr. Hat going to loop around though. Now Viles is past 3. Beast Mode's going to have to stay alive. Not quite going to be able to do so. And the lead is now back to 4 for Boostin Dynamo. Finding their stride here on Rush is Boostin Dynamo. And we're going to see how they play this power-up round in the comms channel.
Probably it.
Worst thing we do is get grabby.
Juju's respawning.
All right.
Thanks.
We'll see, just so you know. He's gonna be a little fast.
He's gonna leave base just a little quicker than he was going to.
Oh,
Nice double flash.
Viles,
No,
no
it
double
was a good
grabs,
shot. It was
Viles.
a good shot. That was a good shot. That's fine. I'm
Do
gonna
that.
do it again. I'm
Oh,
just
never mind.
Yeah,
going
yeah.
off the wall.
I'm getting the bot
Don't
boost
grab,
as
don't
well.
grab, don't grab.
I know.
Worth? Worth? It was worth. Getting the
My
top
bad.
boost now.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'm going back and forth between the boosts. I got the timers.
Alright, let's wait for the puffs, JJ.
Oh,
I'm
actually,
blocking
hang
them
out,
out. If
hang
you go for theirs, I'm blocking them out.
I'm going ours.
I'm going for it.
Ours is 54 stand. He's coming
What
in.
time is it?
Like 57.
54 for
That's
ours stand.
not true.
Boost now,
Ours
boost now, boost now, boost now, boost now.
59.
I told you.
Alright, so you definitely see there some excitement on the part of Boostin Dynamo. Definitely having a good time as they are really back in this one on Rush. After really, struggling, being down a lot on Jardum and grinding out Transilio. They're in a pretty comfortable lead here. And you heard, I think at the very beginning, Viles there. He said the worst thing that they can do is get grabby. That's definitely, how they're looking to play this half is just get conservative, not make too many mistakes, and they're not looking to allow Blockwork Orange to kind of get any momentum back. And if they do, it's going to have to be very slowly earned. Mr. Hat with a chance now. He's going to try to take advantage of Viles going for power up, but is not quite going to be able to get out. And now double tag pro for Boostin Dynamo. Beast Mode though is going to be past 3. Should have the angle, but Stan is there with the boost. A huge play from Stan saves the cap and should allow Boostin Dynamo to get this reset. Looked all but sure that Beast Mode was going to have the equalizer this half, but now JJ Poole with a chance of his own. Franz just on his tail, but not quite able to negate the cap. And now the lead is up to 5 for Boostin Dynamo. And seemingly out of nowhere comes Boostin Dynamo. Really storming back on Rush. As we are about halfway through this decisive half. We'll see now what Blockwork Orange can do to find their way back in it. Stan gets the second return, and Viles is going to attack on another one for Boostin Dynamo. Almost blocks Viles, and they're early to kind of get starting to play around is Boostin Dynamo. Still a lot of time to come back on Rush, not unlike Jardum. Definitely a fast-paced map. JJ Poole gets the good handoff from Viles, and he will be able to get around past a few, and that's going to be another cap for Boostin Dynamo. They are beginning to pour it on here in half 2 of Rush. Lead up to 9, or no, sorry, not 9. 7 now for Boostin Dynamo. I really like that play from Boostin Dynamo defense. Really shows their chemistry that Intercess was able to miss the boost on Beast Mode, who was hanging right in that space. But really good communication from Stan on the other boost to know that he could just take it right there as soon as Intercess missed that boost. And that's the kind of high-level communication that you're going to get out of both of these teams. Having players so long in the having been in the league for so long. Alright, so both teams reset here as we reach the final minutes. Let's see how Blockwork Orange are going to try and play this power up round as Mr. Hat is looking for a cap.
Gotta play anti. I'm playing anti.
No, you're not.
I'm coming bottom.
Top.
Easy.
Don't die in 3, 2, 1.
Yeah, I'm good.
Where is it?
I'm playing aggressive. Oh, fuck me.
Don't die
Don't
for
die.
a
3, 2, 1.
I
Don't keep
never
playing
die.
greedy. You have to chase.
Let's go. Come
Or
on.
watch team.
I'm coming to help you.
Reset.
Wow.
Alright, so things definitely really tense here in the Blockwork Orange channel. I had actually thought they muted me, but no, the comms just kind of muted on the part of Blockwork Orange. And, time running down here as Boostin Dynamo have amassed a 7-cap lead here in this last half. Still though, Mex with the Tag Pro looking to get something going for Blockwork Orange. Tag Pro runs out, but they still have the anti. Just going to need to return intercepts, which they do, and Blockwork Orange are able to narrow the lead down to 6. Still with time is Franj, and he's going to look to boost around. Stan gets that critical reset though on anti. Still 2v1 though for Blockwork Orange, but they end up rushing that offense there a whole lot, and now JJ Pool is going to have a chance. He passed a couple, and that should be another one. No, JJ Pool missed the flag. Giving chances to Blockwork Orange with a minute to go here. They need to get something going on offense consistently, but they end up fumbling these grabs in bad ways, and JJ Pool now with the out past a few with the rolling bomb, and that might seal the deal for Boostin Dynamo to move on to the Folk Guy 4. It looks like Blockwork Orange might have set something up offensively after that Tag Pro cap, but really kind of bad grabs on the part of the Blockwork Orange offense really kind of stifled that where it started, and now they're really getting locked down by stand-in intercepts in these last couple seconds. So Boostin Dynamo comes away with something of a surprise win, especially after that first game. And they will be the winners of this matchup. It's a really strong showing there from Boostin Dynamo on Rush. Again, an upset in another way too, as that was kind of Blockwork Orange's bread and butter in the regular season, as we had mentioned before. So definitely a huge congrats to Boostin Dynamo, and a really well played game to Blockwork Orange as well. Really kind of came out strong, but Boostin Dynamo takes over. You can almost kind of see where it goes too. Blockwork Orange really running away with that game 1, and then right around game 2, half 1, game 2, half 2, things kind of start to turn the other way. But again, great games to both teams, and it was a pleasure to have gotten to stream it. So thanks to you all for watching as well, and hopefully we'll be able to be back next week with some more playoff action. So that's all I've got for tonight. So thanks for everyone for watching, and we'll see you next time.